Hello everyone, my name is Artyom Golokov. Today we will tell you about financial scam and politics. I will tell you about the financial fraud of Soviet Republic. The first gold coin in Soviet Russia, the 1923 gold piece, was absolutely good for everything. Design, material gold of 900 proof, weight 8.6 gram, quality of mintage. The standard was the gold 10 mint of Russia in 1897. There was one drawback, but it outweighed all the advantages. It was impossible to learn anything worth for this money. Of course, the problem was not the coin, but the principle. Immediately after the Bolshevik declaration of renouncing the debts of previous government and the decree on nationalization of the foreign trade, sanction, as they called now, followed. At first, they looked like a complete trade and maritime blockade of Soviet Russia by the West. That is, a halt of exports and imports. In early 1920, England, followed by other countries, began trading with RFSR, but with several restrictions. During the 7 years from 1925 to 1932, the main restriction looked, at first glance, strange. The trade was only barter, and one recognized the RFSR's money. However, the West could not refuse to recognize the old, monarchical coins. In 1925, according to other sources already 1923, the Leningrad mine was instructed to mine 25.1 million gold coins, identical from the latest coins of Imperial Russia, in strict secrecy in order to pay for foreign trade operations. Trainable coins dated 1898 to 1904, expect to 1900 and 1903, and 5 grapple coins dated 1897 to 1901 were minted. Unlikely, many historical examples of these forgeries were not worse than the originals, which is not surprising. Most old, well-preserved tools were used. The mining of these coins was done by same masters. Currently, one of the biggest frauds of young South Republic remained undisclosed for many decades. For many years, experts questioned was the imperial coin minted or not. No one had exact proof. Thank you for attention.
Hello, my name is Daniel Tushin. I'm glad to welcome you. Money is something without that we cannot imagine our time. We really depend on money. It exists almost in all fields of the life. We use money every day, but sometimes intruders attempt on this free. As stated earlier, many crimes are related to money. Of course, there are many other historical examples of political money scams. When we say about money reforms in Russia, we almost always remember Ivan the Fourth's money reform. It was in 1535. It all started with the fact that the famous ruler decided to create new coins. Old Russian coins were outdated and usually damaged. The cut money greatly spoiled the economic situation of the country. Modern money gained popularity quickly. Professionals create coins with a new model. You can see these coins on the slide. But the counterfeits began to operate almost immediately. They imitated new coins and realized it. Ivan the Fourth struggled hard with the scammers. As a result, many of them were executed. Their prices were very horrible because the ruler was serious with the saver. Almost no one survived. In addition, the control over the creation of coins increased. Anyway, the situation influenced the success of the money reform. As we can see, political money scams are a serious problem. It is always harmful to the economy. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, my name is Mamedov Marif. I would like to tell you the story of a Philadelphia counterfeiter who single-handedly undermined the Confederate finance system. The most famous use of counterfeits to undermine an enemy's economy dates back to World War II, when counterfeit pots and dollar were printed in Nazi Germany in huge quantities. Britain also used this weapon to undermine the continental dollar during the North American War of Independence in the late 18th century. In March 1862, an strange advertisement appeared in many newspapers in the other states. There were an advertisement for the sale of banknotes of any dimensional, and there were 7 options in total, costing only 5 cents. Copies of the souvenirs money were traded by a Philadelphia shopkeeper named Samuel Curtis Upham for a year and a half. Upham issued, according to this our calculation, 1,564,050 notes of various dimensions for total of almost 15 million. At current price, it is about $500,000. Having undermined the Confederate States of America economy, Samuel Upham returns to the usual trade in office supplies and the newspaper. Thank you for listening.
Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to tell you about the Baker of Antiquity. And when did you visit the Hermitage last time? What house do you like most? As for me, I have been loving the ancient hall since my childhood. You know, a weapon, statue, the mummy, and coins. Silver and gold coins of the Roman and Greece Empire. The real treasure, aren't they? However, do you make sure that they are the original coins? Or are they duplicates created with the highest accuracy 2 or 3 centuries ago? This really doesn't matter, I think, because high-quality duplicates are treasure too, sometimes. And I would like to tell you about the person who could create such masterpieces of fraud. In ancient Rome, there also were money forgers. They had reduced amount of a precious metal in a coin and caused high damage both to the state and citizens. But our hero wasn't a real money forger because he lived 16 centuries after the Roman Empire. He was called the Baker of Antiquity. Why Baker? Because of his surname. Karl Baker was born in 1772 in Germany. He had become a wine merchant and then started to handle with gold. How did he start to create the duplicates? Once he had bought the duplicate of the Roman coin, understood that it was a duplicate, and tried to return it to the teller, whose answer was, "I wouldn't return it. If you don't understand something, you shouldn't buy it." Karl carefully studied the techniques that were used in their practice by ancient masters, and he created every coin by hand. Each time he made the coins anew. To produce 330 coins, he needed about 600 stamps for each part of the coins. He was honorable merchant and always presented the ancient coins to his partners, friends, and guests. Even some German princes used his skills for their financial well-being. He had even created a personal Greek coin named Antipater, which society believed in. And only twice Karl Becker was charged in money forging. So he was a unique and talented person. However, he ended as a poor man and had to sell all the main part of his collection and tools at a low price. So I think that Karl Becker wasn't a criminal. Instead, he was a creator. He was a talented craftsman. And that's why his duplicates are placed in some British and German museums nowadays. That is why sometimes a duplicate is an art as well as a real coin. So never mind there are high quality duplicates or real coins in the State Museum if we see a masterpiece of handcrafting. So I told you a final story about money fraud. I hope you knew something new. And always remember, all that glitters is not gold. Thanks for watching.